Welcome to Maths. This is our Mangeya, the Maths Eagle. Right. So this one is for Zimsec, Zimbabwe School Examination Council. It's Mathematics Paper 2 for all level. It's ordinary level. November 2018 session is Paper 2 actually. Then after watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe this one. Thank you. Let's get started. Instructions. If the degree of accuracy is not specified, please take note of that part. 3 significant figures, unless or otherwise stated, right? Then angles in degrees to 1 decimal place. Then omission of essential working will result in loss of marks. Take note of that part. Question number 1. Simplify. Just have to remove brackets in this case. So it say ax minus. Then multiply minus x times a is minus ax. Alphabetical order, please. Then minus x times b is plus bx. Then plus 2bx. Then collect like terms. Ax minus ax 0. Bx plus 2bx is 3bx. Just like that. Then next item number 2, you have to simplify this part. This one looks like it's a difference of 2 squares, right? So if you can check this and this. So you can remove this bracket, right? Since you're just simplifying. So if it was factorization, it was going to be much more easier, but you just have to simplify now in this case. So you remove this bracket, then connect to this item, then it will make more sense. So you say here, x minus 2 is a double bracket, then minus x squared. Then these values, in this bracket we have x and we have minus 2. X to multiply the second bracket, which is x minus 2. This one the second bracket where we have x minus 2. Then minus 2. We will also multiply the second bracket, x minus 2. Then minus x squared. Simplify this one. X times x is x squared. X times minus 2 is minus 2x. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Minus 2 times 2 is plus 4. Minus x squared. Then x squared minus x squared is 0. Then minus 2x minus 2x is minus 4x. So your answer is minus 4x, then plus 4. This will be your final answer. Then next, given that P is equal to this one, evaluate P when A is equal to half and D is equal to 1. Where there's A, you put half. So P is equal to half. Where there's A, you put half, plus D, you put 1. Then A, you put half, then plus D, 1. Like this. It's just a matter of substitution, right? Then half, you maintain your half here. Then here is half, plus, then half plus 1. Is 3 over 2 times 1 is 3 over 2, like this. Then you simplify inside the bracket first. Half plus 3 over 2, half times 3 over half plus 3 over 2 is 3 over 2 is 1.5 plus half is 2. So you say 2 into 2 is 1, just like that. Done. Next, express as a single fraction in its lowest terms. So you find the common denominator. It will be over x minus 3, x minus 2, x plus 3. Right, you say x minus 2 into x minus 2, x plus 3 is x plus 3 times x minus 3, the numerator. So it will be x plus 3 times x minus 3, the numerator. Then minus x plus 3 into this item. So it will be x minus 2. Multiply the numerator, x minus 2. Multiply the numerator, which is x plus 2, like this. Then you say, well, then you simplify the numerator, maintain your denominator, which is x minus 2, x plus 3. Then it will be, these are double brackets. So the first bracket, we have x. It multiply x minus 3. The first bracket, we have plus 3. It multiply x minus 3. Then this one now, the negative is affecting everything that will come out from the second bracket. So I better put a big bracket in this case, right? Put a big one. Then the first bracket, we have x and minus 2. X will multiply the second bracket, which is x plus 2. Then minus 2 will multiply the second bracket, which is x plus 2. Then I put the big bracket so that I will simplify that part first. Then it will be x minus 2, x plus 3. Then x times x is x squared. Minus x times 3 is minus 3x. Then plus x 3 times x is 3x. Then you can say 3 times is minus 9. 3 times 3 minus 3 is minus 9. Then minus, remove this bracket inside. It will be x squared plus 2x. Then minus 2x minus 4. Like this. Yes. Then you take it to this side. It will be x squared. Then minus 3x plus 3x is 0. So it just be minus 9. Then minus inside the bracket, the big one, it will be x squared. Plus 2 minus 2 is 0. So it will be minus 4. Like this. Over x minus 2. Then x plus 3. Then remove the bracket now. When there's no number outside the bracket, put 1. So use 1 on this part. So you put 1 outside this bracket. That blue one. So it will be x squared minus 9. Then minus x squared plus 4. Over x minus 2. Then x plus 3. Like this. Then you simplify the numerator. It will be x squared minus x squared is 0. Then minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5 over x minus 2. Then x plus 3. Then you can say done. So this will be your final answer, done. Question number 2. The following is a price list from Brightlink Chemical Company. Brightlink PVT Ltd price list. So we're given that. We're given all these items. And they said calculate the price of channel blocks per kilogram. Right, price of channel blocks per kilogram. Right, we have the channel blocks here. They are here. The price is $50. Quantity is per 5 kg. What about per kilogram? You just say 50 over 5. It will be $10 per kilogram. Done. Next, value added text. Calculate the value added text on a 20-liter bucket of floor polish. Where is floor polish here? It's here. Value added text. Let's read this part. So it's all prices include 15% VAT. Value added text. Promotion. Place an order between 1 January and 28 February this year and get 10% discount. And they said calculate the value added text on a 20-liter bucket of floor polish. 20-liter bucket is $50. So this price actually includes VAT. So I want to calculate the value added text on a 20-liter. So how do you do it? So this price includes already. So you say X, that's the original price, plus 20% of X is equals to this price, which is 50. So we added 20%. Is it 20%? 15%. 15% VAT, not 20%. So it's 15% VAT. So X plus 15% of X, you are supposed to get 50. So you want to find the original price. Then VAT is calculated based on the original price, right? So you say here, X plus 15, you multiply everything by 100. So it's actually you behave in your calculator in this case, right? So your calculator will have it. So you can just say, if you have a calculator, you can say 1 plus 15%, 1x or x plus 15% is 0.15x is equals to 50. Then to be 1.15x is equals to 50. Then x will be 50 divided by 1.15. You divide. So you can find your calculator. You say 50 divided by 1.15. Let me clear my item first. Right, so it's 50 divided by 1.15. So it's 43.48, something like this. So it's on the original price. So VAT, it will be 50 minus this answer 43.48. That's the value added, text added. Then minus, you get 6.52. To 3 significant figures. Done. The next question. A school ordered the following on the 4th of January of the same promotional year. 2 20-liter bucket of floor polish, 1 20-liter container of toilet dip, then 2 20-liter containers of dishwasher, then 1 20-liter container of sanitizer, 3 5 kg boxes of channel blocks. Calculate the total discount the school got. So first thing, you have to calculate the total cost that this school incurred. So the total cost of this item before discount. So you have 2 times 20-liter bucket of floor polish, Then 1 times 20 liter toilet dip. So floor polish, the price is 50. Toilet dip is 30. So it's 50, 30. Then what will be the total? Then next we have 2 times 20 liter containers of dishwasher. Then we have 1 times 20 liter sanitizer. Dishwasher, sanitizer. Dishwasher is 20 liters, 28. Then sanitizer is 28. They're both 28, 28. 28, 28. Then we have 5 kg, 3 5 kg boxes of channel blocks. Each box are $50. Right, let's calculate the total first. This one will give you 100. This one is 30. 2 times this one is 56. Then this one is 28. This one 3 times 50 is 150. Then if you can add everything here, you get 6 plus 8 is 14. 4 carry 1. Then 3 plus 1 4 9. 9 plus 2 11 16. Carry 1. Then it will be 364. Right, $364. That's the total before the discount. How much is the discount in this case? 10% discount. So they said calculate the total discount the school got. So it's 10%. So it will be 10%, 10 over 100 times 364. That's the discount. So it will be 336.40. That's the total discount that was earned by this school. Next, a man invested $400 in a bank that offers 3% per annum compound interest. Calculate the total amount he would get at the end of 3 years. Right, compound interest, you say amount earned is equals to principal amount invested. Then you say 1 plus R over 100, where R is the interest rate to the power T, where T is the time. That's compound interest. So this one sometimes is based on things that have increased exponentially. Exponentially, it is the same formula. If it was a decrease, it was supposed to be decreasing exponentially. It's 1 minus R of 100. Take note of that part. So they said a man invested 400, that's the principal, in a bank that offers 3% per annum compound interest. That's R. Calculate the total amount you would get at the end of 3 years. So invested 400, that's P. 1 plus R is 3%, 3 over 100, then over 3 years. So it will be 400 times 1 plus it's 1.03 to the power 3. Then punch in your calculator, then you can get your answer right away. It's 400, open bracket, 1.03 to the power 3. Then you get 437. That's serious. $37 after 3 years. Yeah. It's very serious. Then solve the inequality. That's number 3. This one, right? What you do, you take this one, the middle value, which is 5x plus 2, with the first value, then the same middle value with the last value. So the first value is 4x minus 2. You take this one with 5x plus 2, then you take the same middle value, which is 5x plus 2, with the last value, which is 3x plus 8, like this. Then simplify, collect like terms, simplify on this part. So it will be 4x minus 5x less than or equal to 2 plus 2. Then it will be minus x less than or equal to 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? Then you divide by minus 1, Then that's why it differs from the equal sign now. So the sign, whenever you divide with the negative number, the sign will change direction. So it will be x then greater than or equal to minus 4. That's the first part. Then this one, you say 5x minus 2x, collect like terms, less than 8 minus 2. It will be 3x less than 6. Divide by 3, you get x less than 3. You combine these two items. You put x here, right? X is pointing at minus 4. But x is being pointed at by 3. Like this, just like that. Illustrate on a number line. Number line, you just put like, you have a 0 here, you have minus 4 here, and you have 3 here. Then you put circle, because it's between minus 4 and 3. Then bold, if 4 equal to, you bold the shade. So it's bold at this part. But on 3, you don't shade. Why? Because it's not or equal to. Next, make x subject the formula. Right? If there was something outside the square root, you have to get rid of anything that is outside the square root, but in this case, nothing. You just have to get rid of the square root right away. How? You square both sides. So you just square this side, you square this side, such that it will be r squared is equals a x minus p over q plus bx. You want to make x, then cross multiplication, it will be r squared, then multiply q plus bx, then is equals to, then 1 multiplies ax minus p, then remove the brackets, it will be q r squared plus bx r squared, then is equals ax minus p. Then you can collect terms in x, it will be bx r squared minus ax is equals to minus p, then minus q r squared, right? Then you can factor out x. In this case, it will be br squared minus a is equals to minus p minus q r squared. Then you divide by b r squared minus a both sides, br squared minus a both sides. This item will cancel out, so you get your x is equals to minus p minus q r squared over br squared minus a. So this will be your final answer. Or if we were to take this to this side and take minus p to the other side, you still get the same item, right? Please take note. That will be running away from a negative number. Still is correct. It's still the same thing. Right, next, factorize completely. Right, whenever you're factorizing, the first thing is to find out, to determine whether there's a common factor. Like you can see there's m everywhere. That's a common factor. So factor out m first. Then it will be m into 2m, it will be 2m squared n squared. Then m into 3, it will be 3mn. Then minus 2, like this. Then this item can be factorized. You multiply this and this. Then you ignore m at the moment. Then it will be 2m m squared n squared times minus 2 is minus 4 m squared n squared. Then you find two numbers. When you multiply them, they give you minus 4. This one is called the product. Then this middle number, which is plus 3mn, is called the sum. So you find two numbers. When you multiply them, they give you 4. When you add or subtract, they give you the sum, which is plus 3 in this case. So what are the numbers? It means the numbers is 4 and 1. 4mn and 1mn. Then the bigger number will always carry the sign of the sum, which is 3. It means this sign is supposed to be on the bigger number here. Then you find a number, a sign that was supposed to give on 1, such that when you multiply, they give you negative product. Negative product actually means the signs are different. If the product minus 4m squared n squared was positive, it means the signs are the same. But since it's negative, they are different. Since the bigger number is positive, it means the smaller number is negative, like this. Then you replace this middle number, which is the sum, plus 3mn, with these factors. If you can add, in fact, plus 4mn minus 1mn, you get plus 3mn. So it will be 2m squared n squared. Let's ignore m at the moment. Outside the brackets, this one, let's ignore it. We'll put it on our answer. Then minus up is plus 4mn with their signs, minus 1mn. Then minus 2. Then factorize 2, this and this, this and this. So in this one, you factor out 2mn. You'll be left with mn plus, then this one will be 2. On this part, we factor out, it's minus 1. It's negative 1 actually. You factor out minus 1. You'll be left with mn plus 2, like this. Then this and this, they are the same. That's our target. So you take the item that are the same, mn plus 2. Then inside, outside the bracket, we have 2mn. This one and minus 1 here, and minus 1. You put them in their own bracket. So your final answer, you then have to put m here. So it will be m, then mn plus 2, then 2mn minus 1. This will be your final answer, done. Then next, this one is locus. Use ruler and compasses only for all constructions and show clearly all construction lines and arcs. All constructions should be done on a single diagram. Wow. Right, I will just do a sketch of this part. Construct triangle ABC, angle 8B. The most important thing are the angles. Please take note of that part. Angle at B is 45 degrees. So to construct 45, first you construct 90 degrees, then you bisect 90. Then BC 6.5. These centimeters, you measure them, you find your compass, right? And you measure the centimeters on your ruler. Or you can use that one, a divider. Then that one can also make sense. Then you can measure, and you can now put down on your line now. It's easier that way. Then even AB, you can use your compass or your divider. Still, it will make sense that way. But measure on your ruler with your compass or with your divider. Right? So construct ABC. So my rough sketch is more like my item. Let me construct here. But you can draw a rough sketch first. So this one is my baseline. Then angle is at B. This one is my B. That's angle. So construct 90 degrees. You come at point B. You mark the line. You open appropriate radius. This one is your compass. Right? The distance between your pen. Your pencil actually. This one is your compass. And this one is your sharp item. Right? So the distance between your pencil and your sharp object on your compass, that's called the radius. That's what I'm calling the radius. So appropriate radius, you come with this point here at this point B. Then you mark on the line left, you mark on the line right side. Then after that, you come at this point that you've marked on the line. These 2 points, the first point, this one. Then you open this radius such that it will be more than B, right? From this point, what I can call A, let me just call it A. From this point A to B, it must be more than halfway, right? Then you mark above the line, you mark below the line. Then you come at this other point also, you join, then you join. Then after that, you find your ruler, then a long item, big one. This angle will be 90 degrees. Then after that, you have to bisect the angle of 90 degrees, right? So now you have to bisect the angle of 90 degrees. To bisect an angle, what do? We want our item on this side. So to bisect our angle, so you can bisect this side, you find your compass, then you come at point B, then you mark inside like this. Then you come at this point that you've marked on this baseline, then you mark inside. Without changing your radius, you come at the other point on this line, then you join. Then after that, you find your ruler, you join this item. This angle will be exactly 45 degrees, exactly 45 degrees. So this will be 45 degrees, like this. And no need to label, but the angle will be 45. Then measure BC. BC is 45, it's 6.5 centimeters. Then AB, to A is 6 centimeters. So you can find your compass, measure 6 centimeters on your ruler. Yeah, so you find your ruler, then measure 6 centimeters on your ruler. So your ruler is like this. Then measure 6 centimeters, maybe 6 here, somewhere. Then take your compass to this point B, then mark 6 centimeters. So that's the point that will be A. Then even up where they see 6.5 centimeters, then you can mark. Let me suppose be something like, so I mark my A 6 centimeters, A, then my C 6.5 centimeters, then I join A and C. Joining A and C, this will be my proper item. Then construct the locus of points 4 centimeters from A. So these are locus of points at a given distance, 4 centimeters from a given point A. So you construct a circle at point A, radius 4 centimeters. So you go to A, you open your compass, you measure your radius 4 centimeters on your ruler, right? Then after measuring 4 centimeters on your ruler, what do? You go at point A, then you draw a circle. Like this. So the radius distance here must be exactly 4 centimeters. Like that. Then next, bisect BCA. BCA, you have to bisect the angle BCA. So BCA is angle at C, actually. So you find your compass, you draw, you at A, at C, then you draw an arc. Then you come at this point, you mark inside. You come at this point, you join the items. Then after that, you join your item, like this. Then next, they said, mark and label x1 and x2, the points that are on the bisector of BCA and 4 centimeters from A. It means where this line meets the circle. Where the line meets the circle, that's where you can have x1 and x2. Right? So this one is a rough sketch, but this is what you have to do actually. You get your correct item. Then next they said, describe the locus represented by the bisector of BCA. BCA is like this one. It's C, then B, and A. Is bisector of an angle. So these are locus of points that are equidistant from two given lines AC and BC. Locus of points, so it's the locus of points equidistant from AC and BC. Just like that. Then next question number 5. It is given that the universal set contains values from 1 to 10. X is an integer, which is a number. Then a subsets A and B. Such that, so A is a perfect squares which are in this item. Let me list elements of A. Actually, that's the first part. Perfect squares in this range 1 to 10. 1 included and 10 included. Why? Because there is or equal to. So there is 1, there is 4, and there is 9. These are perfect squares in the range. Right. Then next, multiples of 4. Multiples of 4, that's B. So set B, we have 4 itself, and we have 8. These are multiples of 4 in the range. That's set B. Then list all the elements of A intersection B. So it's just 4. That is common in both the two sets. We have 4, 4. Then find numbers in A union B. A union B first. A union B is equals, let's list the elements first. We have 1, 4, 8, and 9. So the numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 numbers. Done. Next, it is given that P is a subset. This one means subset of Q, and Q is a subset of R. Then draw a Venn diagram to show these three sets P, Q, and R. Right, P is a subset of Q, which means P is found inside Q. We have 3 sets here. Right, P is a subset of Q, which means P is found inside Q. So P is found inside Q. Then Q is a subset of R, which means the main set is R. So you have R here, then you have P, and you have Q, like this. So that's it. Then next, write in set notation the relation between set P and set R. P and R. They said Q is found in R. Actually, they said P is a subset of Q. P is found in Q. Then Q is a subset of R, which means Q is found inside R. Right? Then, so it means in this case, this one will be wrong. Because P is a subset of Q, which means we have Q here, in this case. So P is a subset of Q, which means P is found inside Q. So it's Q outside there. Then we have Q as a subset of R. So Q is found in R. So R here, like this. Like this, yes. So it's making sense now. So you have Q and P. Or let me start this part. Looks like I have mixed up the items here. So they said P is a subset of Q, which means P is found inside Q. Then they said Q is a subset of R, which means Q is found inside R. Set R, like this. Then the Venn diagram, it means since P is found in R, it's supposed to be inside. So it will be inside, there must be P. Then followed by Q. Then followed by set R outside. Like this. Yes. This is correct now. Then they said, write in set notation the relation between set P and set R. P and R. It means P is a subset of R. Because P is found inside R. Just like that. The next part, a bag contains 10 buttons that are identical except for color. 7 of the buttons are red, 3 are blue. 2 buttons are drawn at random, one after the other without replacement. Complete the tree diagram. Right, tree diagram, if you can add this branch and this branch, you must get 1. Even this branch and this branch, you must get 1. This branch and this branch, you must get 1. Right? That's the other thing. Which means this part, it will be 1 minus 6 over 9 is 3 over 9. That's this part. Then on this part, it's without replacement, which means the blues are the one that will be reduced by 1. So there will be 2 over 9 because you have picked 1. But the red, they will remain 7 out of, but 9, why? Because they've removed 1 blue. Right, then next they said find the probability that both buttons are red. So it's probability of red. So it will be red is this branch. That's red. This one is red. This one is red blue. This one is blue red, and they have blue. So red is this branch. So it's 7/10 times 6/9. Then you can simplify this part. So 6 by 2 by 2, yes. So 2 into 6 is 3. By 2, yeah, 5. 3, 1, 3 into 9 is 3. So it will be 7/15. Just like that. Then next, find the probability that at least one of the buttons is red. At least it means probability of red is either red, or which is plus probability of is either red, then you pick the blue, or which means plus probability of is either blue and red. So at least one must be red. So red, it means this part, or this part, or this part. These are the three items. So you add them together. So it says 7/10 plus 7/10 times 6/9. Then plus red blue is 7/10 times 3/9. Plus blue red 3/10 times 2/7/9. Then you just have to simplify now, right? You can find your calculator, or you can just punch everything. 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42/90. Then plus 7 times 3 is 21/90. Then plus 7 times 3, 21/90. Then you just add the numerators, then say over 90. Numerators is 4 here. Then 84. 84/90. You simplify. 84/90. You get 14/15. Done. Next, section B. At a soccer match, a boy conducted a survey of the age of vehicles that were parked at the stadium. The information is displayed in the following table. Then they said calculate an estimate of the mean age of the vehicles. Right. What do? You find midpoint first. Midpoint here, just put it here. You say 0 plus 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. 5 plus 10 divided by 2 is 7.5. Then 10 plus is 12.5. Then here is 17.5. Here is 22.5. You just add 20 plus 25 divided by 2. Or you can just be able to see it at 22.5. That's the value at the middle of these items. Then mean, you say total of the values, which is the value of x times its frequency over total frequency. X will represent the midpoint. So it will be 2.5 times 10 plus 7.5 times 12 plus 12.5 times 37 plus 17.5 times 51 plus 22.5 times 10 over 10 plus 12 plus total frequency 37 plus 51 plus 10, like this. Total frequency must give you how many vehicles we are not given the total, but it will be given on the statement here, but it's not. So you have to add them. Then you simplify the numerator. 2.5 times 10 plus 7.5 times 12 plus 12.5 times 37 plus 17.5 times 51 plus 22.5 times 10. You get 1695 over total frequency is 10 plus, so it's 10 plus 12 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 plus 37 plus 61. 120. So it's 1695 divided by 120. So you get 14.12, which is 14.1. Done. Yes. So you put your units. Then next, find the value of n. This one is a cumulative frequency table. Cumulative frequency, you add the frequencies. If you can check, this value here is the same as this value here. Right? So to find 22, you add 10. You add 10 plus this one plus the next one, which is 12. You get 22 here on the second one. Then to get the next, you say 22 plus 37. Then you must get n. So n is equals to 22 plus 37. Then what we get here? It's 9 here. It's 59. So this one is 59. Done. Next, so this one is the graph. At the graph, you just have to draw it, right? So you just have to draw the graph. Then the next part. Right, this one is question number 7. In the diagram, A, B, and C are 3 points on the level ground such that the bearing of B from A is 75 degrees. B from A. So this angle is the one that is 75. It's written is there inside there. But that's the angle. 75 is B from the north of A. Then they said, and that of C from A is 140 is given. C from A is actually to this point, to the line with C. Then they said B is 9 kilometers from C. B 9 kilometers from C. Then C and ABC is 80 degrees given. Then calculate BAC. BAC. That's the angle that you want. BAC. So is that this one is easy. You just say 140 minus 75. That's BAC. So 140 minus 75, you get 65. So this angle is 65 degrees, like this. Then next, calculate the distance from A to C. A to C. So this one, that's the distance that you want. So you can use sine rule. So you can say AC over sine 80 is equals to 9 over sine 65. Then you can cross multiply. It will be AC sine 65 is equals to 9 sine 80. Then divide by sine 65 both sides. Sine 65 over sine 65. So it will be AC is equals to 9 sine 80 over sine 65. Then find your calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degrees mode. It's 9 sine 80 divided by sine 65. Divided by 9 sine 65. 9 sine 80 divided by sine 65. Then you get 9.78. And these are kilometers. Done. Then next, calculate the shortest distance from B to AC. From B to AC. B to AC. So it's this distance. So shortest distance or perpendicular distance, it always makes 90 degrees here. So if it's 90 degrees, you can find this. You can find this angle here. How can you find this angle? So that you can use soccer tool to find this angle. This side we can call it x, right? So you can say this angle is in a triangle. So it's 80 plus 65. Then it will be 145 from 180. So it's 180 minus 145. Then it's supposed to be 35. So this angle is 35 degrees, right? So to find x, that's the shortest distance, use soccer tool or chashotao. Soccer tool or chashotao. Chashota or so soccer tool, it means sine is opposite of hypotenuse, cos is adjacent of hypotenuse, tan is opposite of adjacent. Then chashotao is cos is adjacent of hypotenuse. Sine is opposite of hypotenuse, tan is opposite of adjacent. You can use whichever you feel like you can use. So now our x is the opposite. Then 9 is the hypotenuse. Opposite hypotenuse is sine. So you can say sine 35 is equals to x over 9. Sine 35 x over 9. Then you cross multiply. It will be 9 sine 35 is equals to x. So you can punch in your calculator 9 sine 35 is 5.16. Done. Right, next question. This one is secant geometry. So I just find the angles inside. You can see the marks. It means the base angles are the same. This one and this one is an isosceles triangle, right? Then this angle is given is what? SQP is 72 degrees. They said in the diagram, PQ and R and S are points on the circumference of the circle, center O. With the center then angle subtended or formed by the diameter is 90 degrees, which means angle PSR is 90 degrees. This one is 90 degrees, marked. Then they said PT and ST are tangent to the circle. Then SQP is 72 degrees. So this angle is 72. Then and cos PQ and QS are equal. Then tangents, they are also equal. They are also the same. They are the same. Which means we have it's a kite actually. That is TPQS. It's a kite. Then find PSQ. PSQ. So you say PSQ. This one is an isosceles triangle. That is PSQ. So you say 180 minus 72. Then you say over 2. Base angles of an isosceles triangle, they are the same. So 180 minus 72. Then it's 108 divided by 2. You get 54. So this one is 54. And this whole item is also 54. Right? Then this angle on the other side. Okay, this angle on this side is 90 minus 54. It's 36. Yes, so it's 36. Which means this small angle is also 36. Let me wrap off this part. This small angle. Why? Because they are coming from R and Q and they are subtended by the same arc, which is RP. So they must be the same. So they are angles subtended by the same arc. They are equal. Right? Then this one also angle at this point here is also 72. Why? Because they are subtended by the chord SP. Chord SP. They are angles formed or subtended by the same chord SP. So it's 72, 72. Right? Now to get the other item, the angle formed by the diameter, the angle formed where the tangent meets the line from the center is 90 degrees. So even this angle is supposed to be 90 degrees. Also, this angle is also 90 degrees, right? It's 90 degrees. But this angle, can you find this angle here? So this whole angle we said is 54. So it's 54 minus 36. Angle P is what is PSQ is 54 degrees. It's the same as angle SPQ, the same as 54 degrees. But since angle QPR is 36, so you can say 54 minus 36 is 18. So this small angle is 18 degrees. Which means you can find this angle on this side. How? It's 90 minus 18. 90 minus 18 is 72. Or you can use the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum, if you call the opposite interior angle, right? Then this angle, it means also is 72. Because tangent joined together, they form an isosceles triangle. Then 72 plus 72 from 180. 144 from 180, you get 36. So this angle is also 36 degrees, right? Done. I think I've just found all the angles here. I've found all the angles. So if you want to find SRP, you have it 72. That's the angle. This one 72 degrees. That's angle subtended by the same chord. Then SPR is 18 degrees. You found it. It's 54 minus 36. Then PTS is 36. So you have to find the angles in that triangle PTS first. Done. Right, next question number 8. It says, it is given that y varies inversely as the square root of x. So y varies inversely, it means 1 over square root of x. And that when y is equals 4, x is equals to 9. This one is variation. Introduce an equal sign and a constant. And k in this case, that's my constant. So inverse variation is 1 over square root of. Then you have values that are given at random. Y is equals 2, x equals 9. These values will always be there. They help us to find the value of the constant. So it will be, you can say, where there's 1, you put 2, is k over, x is 9, root of 9. So it will be 2 is equals to k over, root of 9 is 3. Then you cross multiply, it will be 2 times 3 is equals to k. So your k will be equal to 6. You now replace in the equation. This one is the equation. So it will be y is equals to 6 over root x. This one the equation connecting y and x, or x and y. Now, that's the equation actually. That's the answer here. Equation connecting y and x. That's the one that you have to put there. Then next, find x when y is equals to half. X is equals to what? You just use this equation when y is equals to half. So you put a half here, is equals to 6 over root x. Then you cross multiply. Cross multiplication is 1 times root x is root x. Is equals to 6 times 2. So it will be root x is equals to 12. You square both sides to remove the root. So it will be x is equals 12 squared is 144. That's the answer. Done. Next, B item 1. Show that log 3x plus 1 plus log x minus 3 is equals to 1. Reduces to this one. Right. They apply the laws of logarithms. And the base is 10 in this case. Take note of that part. So you can say 1 is equals to log 10. Still it will make sense. Then you combine the left side. Then you say it's equals to 10. Or you can say log 3x plus 1. Use the law of multiplication. Then you multiply. If you are adding, you multiply like this. Then it's equals to 1. Then apply index form. It's log x base a is equals to b. It will be x is equals to. Then this x is the base. And b will be the power. So it will be a base to the power b. That's the same concept. So it will be 3x plus 1. Then x minus 3. Then the base is 10 here. So it will be equals to 10 to the power 1. Like this. Then it will be 3x and x. The first bracket multiply the second bracket. We have 3x multiply x minus 3. Then plus 1 multiplies x minus 3 is equals to 10. Then 3x times x is 3x squared. Then minus 9x. Then plus x minus 3 is equals to 10. Like this. Then simplify. It will be 3x squared minus 8x minus 3. Then take 10 the other side. Minus 10 is equals to 0. Then this one will be simplified to 3x squared minus 8x minus 13 is equal to 0. Then, shown. Then next, you solve the equation. Giving your answer correct to one decimal place. So you just use the quadratic formula. So you say a is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 8, then c is equals to minus 13. Then you can use x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac or over 2a. Right. Then you can say minus b is minus 8 plus or minus square root of b squared is minus 8 squared, then minus 4a3, then c is negative 13 or over 2a, 2 times 3. Then you can make use of a calculator. 8 squared is 64. So it will be 8 minus it will be plus 8 plus or minus square root of 64. Then minus this one minus and this one minus it will be plus 4 times 3 times 13. 4 times 3 times 13. You get 156. Over 2 times 3 is 6. Then you can simplify this part. 156 plus 64. You get 220. So it will be 8 plus or minus root of 220 over 6. So your x will be 8 minus root of 220 over 6. Or 8 plus root of 220 over 6. Just like that. So you can find your calculator. Then you can simplify. So it will be you get the first one is 3.81, or that's x is equals to or minus 1.14. So these are the solutions to this item, right? Please take note of that part. Right, next part, question number 9. In the diagram, M is the midpoint of AC. N lies on BC side that BN is 1/3 of BC. BN is 1/3 of BC. Then they said AB is equal to A and AC is equal to B. It's given. Then express in terms of A and or B, BC. BC, right, vectors, you are coming from B to C. You can say BA plus AC is BA plus AC. BA is what? It's negative A plus, because it's against arrow. Whenever it's against arrow, it's actually negative. So you can say B minus A, start with the positive. Then BN. BN is 1/3 of BC, which is 1/3 of B minus A. So you remove the bracket, 1/3 B minus 1/3 A. Then AN. AN, actually, do we have AN? AN? They said M is the midpoint of AC. So AN, you can say A, B plus BN. AB plus BN. What is AB? AB is it A? AB is small letter A. Small letter A plus BN. BN is the one that you found there. That is 1/3 B minus 1/3 A. Right. Then you can take these items, collect like terms. It will be A minus 1/3 A. Collect terms in A, then 1/3 B. So it will be 2/3 A plus 1/3 B. Then next BM, B to M. Right, BM you can say BA plus AM. BA plus AM. BA is what? It's minus A. AM, M is midpoint, so it means this AM is half B. Then MC is half B also. So it will be plus half B. So it's minus A plus half B. Minus A plus half B, with the same A as half B minus A, like this. Done. Then next, given that BX is equal to HBM, express AX in terms of AB and H. BX, you just say BX. So BX is the one that contains H, but you want to find AX. So it's H, then you open bracket, you put BM inside there. What is our BM? Is there half B minus A. So it will be half HB minus HA. So that's your BX. But you have to find AX. So you find AX using the root of BX. So you say AX is equals to, using the root of BX, because BX the one that contains H. AX. So AX is AB plus BX. AB is A. So it's AB plus BX. Plus BX. AB is actually A. Plus BX, it means this one, which is half HB minus HA. Then you collect like terms in A. So it will be A minus HA plus half HB. So you factor out A, you get actually, it will be 1 minus H. Then A plus half HB. So this will be the solution done. Then next, AX, given also that AX is called KAN. Express AX in terms of AB and K. AX, you write your AX is equals to, then you put your K. Then you open bracket, you put AN inside this bracket. What is your AN? Did we make AN? Yes, it's here. It's 2/3A plus 1/3B. 2/3A plus 1/3B. Then you remove your bracket, you get 2/3 KA plus 1/3 KB. So that's your AX. Then next, using the results B and C, find the values of H and K. Right? B, what did you find B? You found AX. So you say AX at B is equals, then at C, you found also AX. AXB is equals AXC. So you said 1 minus H, that's AX at B, at item B. Then plus half HB is equals AX at, it will be 2/3 KA plus 1/3 KB, like this. Then you can equate coefficients now. Our main vectors are A and B. So what is with A on the left is the same as the coefficient of A on the right side. So coefficient of A on the left is 1 minus H. Is equals coefficient of A on the right side is 2K, 2 over 3K. This will be equation number 1. Then on the second part, coefficient of B is half H. Is equals coefficient of B on the right side is 1 over 3K. This will be equation number 2. Then you can say on equation number 2, you can make, or equation number 1, you can make H subject there. Then yeah, substitution, it will make sense. So in equation 1, you can say 1 minus 2 over 3K. These are simultaneous equations. Take note of that. It's equals to H. Then substitution in 2. You can say 1 over 2. Then where there's H, you put 1 minus 2 over 3K. Then it's equals to 1 over 3K. So it's an equation that you can work this one. So you remove the bracket. Half minus 1 over 3K is equals to 1 over 3K. Then collect like terms is half is equals to 1 over 3K plus 1 over 3K. Then it will be half is equals to 2 over 3K. Then cross multiply, it will be 3 is equals to 4K. Then after that, divide by 4, you get your K is equals to is 3 over 4. Then for H, you can use this part. You can say, you can put where there's K, you put 3 over 4, then you can find your H. Then after watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.